Right. If anybody else gets involved for this, can't just do it as we wish for. So, what we physically talked about is when all these people who gets away from their courses. So we now know this is not going to work. Hopefully we can reach our zones. Our zones now, we can make the ways to protect the Earth. Although if it's not true. So I may noticed that there is any plans that we had to do is to protecting our manufacturer base. Well, the M.D.C manufacturer base. So we had to secure it. So we didn't know what we are gonna do. All of these police officers and all LEC officers, but anybody else who gets away, and so is the BSCs. So I hope anybody else who gets away from anywhere else. But though, we haven't got our own ways to protect the Earth, but our mission is to protect the city. We have to protect the cities, as we don't do anything as we wish for, but I kind of feel surprised of getting out of this particularly. So, if I had to get into it, so they have given the numbers as they seem, but they haven't quite seen very well of any of the particulars. So although if it's not changed properly. So what's your status? All good. My status is all good. So firstly, we're just getting into that particular, but if we had to protect our manufacturer, the manufacturer base, so we didn't know what we are gonna do, as we all ended up in the whole life taking us to the landfill, take us to the landfill and trash us in. So they're about to set up as a sudden death. So I've just physically get into this point. So we've just never been here for like any of time. So although if it's not changed, then there is no point for getting out of this. Then even these people gets away from it. If there's nothing we can do about it, then we won't get involved to it. But something that might be involved for anyone who gets away from it. So we've never been here before, we just came back. So firstly, but we always do. So though it wasn't their fault. So I had to tell anyone who gets away from where they started. If they started on the war, this isn't over. Good news and bad news. The good news, the bad news, the middle news. Whatever that is. Hopefully we didn't get in our plans to continue to our next level as we're wishing for. Though it's not. But for some reason, I do really want to care about when all these people won't do as they much do. So, yeah. I was going to say that it wasn't our particular fault. So I now know this is going to be the difference between ourselves and compliments. You know, for some reason we didn't do anything as we wished for, though, you know, I've never said it more particular times. So, although if it's not on task, not too reliable to others, just to think about it, thinking about it in our minds, and all the mind games. But we had enough in our mind games, haven't we? So what's the bad news then? Any bad news? Well, there is a problem. Wait, there's a problem? What is the problem? There was something going on in South Carolina. The overpass is under attack in South Carolina. You didn't notice, do you? I see. I saw it on the news. In South Carolina. Well, to Overpass. In the Overpass, there is something going on the Overpass. One of the MWF thug treasures are about to vandalize the shops. They're vandalizing. And they're about to break in the parking lot. They're breaking the parking lot in the Overpass. Because they're about to take over the South Carolina in an Overpass. I think the Overpass is under attack. In the South Carolina. In the Overpass. I think the Overpass is under attack. See, if we get to the Overpass in South Carolina, we had to stop the MWF thugs. So one of the MWF might have done something. So who is the boss of the MWF? Who's the boss? Do we know who the boss is? I'll check him out. I'll check it out. Jonathan Marsh Wilfred, leader of the MWF. It's John Wilfred. He's the boss of the MWF. He is taking over South Carolina in the Overpass. So we had to stop him, or we have to stop the MWF thugs from taking over in the South Carolina in the Overpass. Well, this is no good. Not good at all, because we can't work it out. There is no way. There is no way we cannot stop we can't stop the MWF thugs for terrorizing the city in the South Carolina in the Overpass. We can't just stop them. We have to stop him. There's no use. We ain't got much time for this right now. But we can't just do anything what we wanted. We can't just do anything what we had to do. But this is out of danger. This is absolutely dangerous. You know that? Dangerous, yeah? Oh God. You know, this is involvement. But there isn't involvement problems. Because the police might be involved for no reason. So if the police officers might be involved, we have to stop the MWF. This is absolutely terrible. Yeah, I know it is terrible, but maybe we should stop them. If we're about to stop the thugs from taking down the Overpass, attacking the Overpass, won't long. Exactly. Hopefully we should find a way to stop the MWF. When the MWF thugs are trying to attack the Overpass. So what we needed to do now is to take care of it. Take care of them. And we can stop and arrest. We can find John and arrest him. Find and arrest him. We'll have to stop him as we wait for now. So we have to do this all day. Understand? This is what's happening on the outpost. So now we are physically taking care of all these people. Well, we have to keep all the people safe. One of the MWF thugs is about to destroy the Overpass. So we don't want them to damage our Overpass. But we have a deal, and we can do the right thing.